Hello, my beautiful friends. We are back, and we have survived eclipse season, and it is now Virgo season. Shout out to the Mechanism, who is one of my favorite astrologers. She writes for a lot of outlets like Bustle, and she has all her own services. She made this t-shirt. Anyways, I just wanted to touch base with you guys really quick and remind you that aside from these lovely free readings that I offer here, I have a ton of different stuff on my website that can continue to support you. If a personal reading isn't quite right for you, though, obviously I have those. I just streamline those services, make them a little bit more simple. You can find all that in the description box. I also have, of course, Siren Gang, which is kind of like being a part of a Patreon. You support me every month, and in return, I give you mid-month readings that include spiritual path, career, and love. And the way that I do the love readings, which are also available for individual purchase, is middle of the month of whatever current month it is, like let's say August, to the middle of September. So the only way that I offer love readings is either if you join Siren Gang for $10 a month, where you get all 12 signs, plus some energy updates written in a Vogue, plus $5 off anytime you book a service with me. Or you can buy middle of the month readings, again, cover love for a full month, and the 15th to the 31st or whatever on career and spiritual stuff on that month, and those are sold individually on my website for $777. And if you're called to donate to my channel, the link is below. I really appreciate that. This is my main gig, you know what I mean? I am in service for a living, and I love what I do, and any support that you feel you want to show monetarily, I would be open to that. It is my birthday on the 27th, so I'm turning 28. Show your girl a little love. Also, like I said, everything is updated in my shop. I did upload some crystals. All the sets except for one are sold out, and I think I have 2 individual stones still for sale. If you guys want to see more stuff like that from me, where I handpick stones and I charge them, you know, at a big lunar event, and I sell them to you, you know, comment below or send me an email. I also have the Siren, well, it used to be called Siren Support. Now it's just called Email Support. That's available in my shop. That's when you get access to me all month via email to talk about whatever spiritual issues you're going through. It's a little bit different than a reading, but it's more hands-on and supportive and direct to your issue. That's only $26. That's way cheaper than a reading. Also, I have custom ritual kits that can either be given to you singularly or in conjunction with a reading. That's in the shop as well. All the info that you need is in the description box below. And as always, I love y'all. You give me so much life. I love reading your comments. And I appreciate anyone that likes, shares, and subscribes to my videos. It really, really helps me out, okay? And now we're into your reading. Mwah. All right, Libra. We'll just leave this over here. I am feeling a little bit of an internal face-off. I feel you're more comfortable in this energy and you're fighting off this energy. I just gotta chill. Ooh, boy. So, yes. When it comes to the energy that you're being challenged, I want to say, to embody for the month of September, Libra, you know, the Knight of Cups with the 8 of Pentacles is a slow and steady progress, really focusing on how to either make money in a heart-centered way, right? Really love what you do, really cherish your job, doing a passion project, something that's really close to your chest, right? Investing yourself. But this is a very slow pace, right? Regardless of the amount of diligence that's getting applied, there's a very slow pace. And I feel like this Knight of Cups and this Queen of Cups is facing off because the Knight of Cups obviously is younger than the Queen of Cups. There's a little bit more of a naive energy, and there's just like a goodwill, like, oh, I'm coming with my best intentions. I'm going to work with my best intentions. But I feel like a little bit you're playing small, Libra. This Queen of Cups and the 7 of Wands is saying, like, you know deep down what you need to be doing, and you need to fight for it. Not just slowly plug away at this smaller fish. Like, I feel like you need to be frying bigger fish, if you will. Like, doing heavier lifting, working on really deep, just more soulful things that have been like nagging at your spirit, because if you've been feeling pressure and that's why you're like, let me just work on this little project. Why are you going to make me do all this big stuff? Because I feel like you may be getting pressured by like the non-physical, like your higher self, your ancestors, whatever, or other people, right? Because, you know, this could be, you know, if you go see a psychic or, you know, a santera or whatever, if you go see somebody that's kind of telling you like you need to be working on this part of your spiritual journey or whatever, or if you're just feeling like that naggingness, or even in your job, in your daily life, you're feeling like your buttons are getting pushed and it's just like every sign points to doing a bigger project, I feel like that is really coming out strongly this month. The Ten of Swords with the Ace of Swords as well is saying that, you know, I feel like your mind is getting kind of maxed out with all of this. And that's why you finally are going to need to like kind of give in to what your spirit is calling you to do, because I feel like you've also reached a pinnacle mentally, right? In a way of processing information, in a way of dealing with information, and you're breaking through to another cycle. And you can continue to try to turn a blind eye to what is being shown to you, but it's really not going to, you know, you're not going to reap any kind of benefit off of that. You're being asked to birth something brand new. You're being offered and asked to be initiated into something brand new. So don't be afraid to take the stage. I almost said Virgo, Libra. Don't be afraid to take the stage, because you're going to come into a new form. I feel like this is a butterfly announcing itself after it comes out of its cocoon. Okay, so it is time. All right, Libra. This is obviously not a love reading. However, I do feel that there is a love message here in some capacity, right? Some of you have been fighting to keep a relationship the same, meaning whatever level it's at. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's almost like you feel that the relationship is trying to progress to the next level, whether it be going from casually dating to being exclusive, you know, exclusive to married, you know, living apart to living together, whatever the case is. You've been, I feel like, fighting the next octave for whatever reason, okay? Or it's been a long time coming, and it's just like now that it's real, it's like hard to like grip. But some of you definitely could be finding out that you're getting engaged, or celebrating again the union of the relationship. It's like it's uniting on a new level. And I almost feel like you're presenting your relationship to somebody, to your family, to the world, whatever. And for some of you, kids are now going to be a part of the factor, or again, like you're bringing your partner home for the first time, because there's a strong celebration factor here, and there's a strong, like, long time coming energy here. And on the end of that, some of you may be feeling like becoming a wife or becoming a mother, or becoming a, you know, the quote other half of a partnership in a deeper way may disrupt your personal plans. Like, obviously you're very happy about this new stage that your personal life is in, but you, in some capacity, you feel like it's going to disrupt like your own personal agenda. So that's kind of messing with you a little bit. But that was just one specific message. I had to get that out because it's laid out very clearly here. Okay. Overall energy is the Six of Pentacles. So I feel the primary message this month is to be wise about where you're spending your money and your energy, right? Your currency. What you're doing with your overall currency is really important this month, because one, not everybody has, not every situation, though it may seem valuable on the surface, is really valuable for your time. So it's like you can take the good with the bad to an extent, but nothing ever really comes out even with that. So you need to really ask yourself if everything that you're personally investing in, whether it be energetically, emotionally, you know, work-related, whatever, financially, is paying, quote, dividends, right? Is the exchange equal? In your job, are you being paid enough, and are you receiving enough, you know, responsibilities and things that can go on your resume so that when you're ready to move on, you've learned enough skills? You know what I'm saying? Like, is everything in an equal exchange? Okay? Are you receiving the respect that is required, right? Are you overspending for your lifestyle? Are you preparing to save for the next phase of your life? Like, where are you at with all of that stuff? because, you know, making sure that I feel your quote back end is covered is really important this month, because I think in October, again, you're going to have to start to birth something new. And it's going to be really important that you have your quote ducks in a row, because without that, you're going to, you know, finances can present a challenge. So you're either going into a time where you're going to have to save more money, or maybe you're going to have to, like, you know, Spirit is urging you maybe to quit your job and go maybe a month without bringing in new income. So you're going to have that money saved, right? Because sometimes we don't find our new job until we quit our other one. And that's obviously not everyone is in the position for that. Some people have a lifestyle that wouldn't allow that, but, you know, that's definitely a factor. So what Spirit is asking you to release, we have the Seven of Wands with both, these came out together with both the Two of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. On the Two of Cups, we have protection, and on the Four of Pentacles, we have success. So I do feel a lot of you have been in a holding pattern at work, or with whatever you do for work, whatever that is. Because the Seven of Wands is feeling like, again, I feel like this pressure is external, but it's not external at work. It's not like your boss is demanding too much of you, or, you know, you're getting too many projects. For some of you, the responsibilities for your job can be over your pay grade. Like, you're not getting compensated for all the work that you need to do. Or you're finding that customers, clients, whatever, are demanding more of you than they were before. So you're going to have to adjust your financial relationship with them. Because the Two of Cups, right, with protection, is saying that you've been trying to protect your relationships, or your work relationship, or how your interpersonal relationships do or do not merge with your work life. Like, maybe you've been working really hard to keep them separate. Maybe you've been wanting to launch a side business or advance your hobby into a business, and you're realizing that you're going to have to, you know, kind of market yourself, if you will, to the people that you already have a connection with. And that may be making you nervous, because you're like, okay, well, I want to protect my private relationships. I don't really want to have some things go sour or whatever if I present this business to them and then they don't like it. With the Four of Pentacles and success, I do feel that to an extent, you've been trying to hold on to either a financial relationship, again, or a business, you know, a job or a client base or whatever that has limited earning potential. Like, you may have already maxed it out. And that's not to say that, you know, your clients that you have right now, or the job that you have right now, you know, would fire you or would stop soliciting you. But if you have clients, like if you work for yourself or work in sales or something where you have clients, I feel like the market, or, you know, your client base is demanding more of you, but you're afraid of losing your current people. It could be like you don't want to charge more because you'll lose clientele. However, if you have this type of service where people don't have to like frequent you, like the type of service you offer, people only need to come 3 times a year or whatever, then it doesn't really matter how much your stuff costs, because first of all, they're still going to come anyways, and it's an investment. And that means you need less clients. Like, if you raise your price, that means you need less clients to meet your quota, right? But there's something here about not wanting change in the way that you create success or create money. And there's this desire to keep things the same, right? But with the Seven of Wands, Spirit is saying that you're getting actually a lot of either attention to make changes, or you're getting a lot of ideas to create changes, or people are kind of bringing up to you like, oh, what about this? What if you go to this job? What if you go in this field? Whatever. And I think it's finally time to do it, because you have to alter your cash flow and your energy flow. It has to be altered, because it's getting off kilter. Okay. The door that's not open for you that was once closed. We have the King of Pentacles with the rune Love and the Three of Cups. So you may be friends with somebody, okay? Or this can be a friend's husband or something like that, right? Partner. If you have a friend whose partner is, or, you know, is a business owner or whatever, that can have a job opportunity for you. I feel like if you're looking for a job, if you're looking for more work, if you're looking for more money, I think it's found in your inner circle, if you will. The King of Pentacles with the rune Love too, I feel, is saying that you need to really start making money through an avenue that you love. Otherwise, again, your earning potential is going to be smaller. If you really want to start to like have an excess amount of cash, meaning like you can pay for your lifestyle and your cost of living like that and bring in a lot more money, you know, to have extras, right? Because the King of Pentacles has excess, right? He lives in excess. Then I think you need to really count on your friends and family. That's not to say that your friends and family are going to bring you that wealth, but they're either going to provide you cheaper rent or give you a new opportunity to make more money, or they're going to be able to support you emotionally as you take this new next leap, okay? But there's something here about if you want to tap into your max earning potential, you need to either count on the people that you love, listen to the advice of people that you love, solicit or reach out to people in your inner circle. This could even be like you get money to go back to school, okay, or get more training, or get a new job or hear about a new job through your inner circle, through people that are close to you, okay? Because there's more money to be had. I don't feel it's very far outside of your immediate reality. I don't think you've seen the job yet, or the job posting, or gotten the inclination, that you know, you've gotten the vibe, but you haven't seen the physical offer yet. But it's right there. It's really close, because you need a type of work that you can celebrate and that's going to bring you closer to, I feel, your quote community as well. And maybe working closer with the community and doing a passion project will bring you a lot more money down the road. Or there's someone, again, that is already in the position to offer you more than what you're working with right now. Okay, and this can also be some sort of charity type of work, whether you're working for a nonprofit, right? Or working for someone that's a philanthropist who wants to give back. Okay, because community keeps coming up. Working in the community, working for the community, doing community type work, not community service, but you're serving a very specific basis of people. Okay, and the deeper you get into that, if you connect with the right people, not only will you have a lot more love for what you do, but I feel like it's going to bring you a lot more financial abundance as well. Alrighty. Your current energy as it relates to all of this, Libra. In your head, we have the Eight of Wands. In your heart, we have the Two of Pentacles. On the Two of Pentacles, we have the rune Journey. And in your foundation, we have both the Page of Pentacles and the Strength card. So with the Eight of Wands in your head, I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of ideas, right? Whatever you were previously trying to keep the same, I think you're going to finally open that floodgate and let it flow. I think you're going to have a lot of conversations this month. You're going to be having a lot of conversations with yourself, with people, online, sending emails. There's just a lot that's going to transpire. And I feel like you're going to start to see your future formulate really quickly. It's kind of like one of those pixel pictures where it's like the screen starts blank and then like things just fly in and slowly build an image. I feel like that's what's going to go on in your brain. Everything's going to like just create itself right in front of you from seemingly nothing, right? It's going to build up really, really fast. The Two of Pentacles in your heart is saying that you can continue to juggle. What if I do this? What if I do that? You may also start by doing two jobs, right? You may find it's smarter to not quit your current job before you look for another one or whatever. But with Journey here, it's saying that, you know, it's time to really commit to what you love, okay? Because this is showing up in your heart space. It's time to really, really, really commit to what you love on an infinite level, like what resonates with your soul, with your infinite self. Because if you continue to go back and forth with yourself, like, okay, well, I don't know if this one's going to pay enough, or I don't know if that one's going to pay enough. Like, I like it, but I don't like it. I feel like you're kind of wishy-washy. Like, at the end of the day, you know how you feel, but I feel like you're allowing external factors to cause some like wishy-washiness. But I don't think you can play the fence for much longer. I feel like whatever is happening right now, yeah, I'm getting a little anxious talking about it. There's something definitive about the energy that's coming that you're going to have to really take a stand and kind of take one road or the other. Okay, like you're either gonna like try to continue to grow at your current job or change places and rise up another level or whatever. There's something about you've hit a ceiling, right, at your current place or your current level of learning or whatever. There's a ceiling that you've hit, and you try to figure out how you can move on. The Page of Pentacles with the Strength card is saying that the opportunities and chances and lessons that are coming in right now are going to really call upon your patience with yourself and your inner strength, because there's this fear that's allowing you to teeter-totter, right? Between maybe this, maybe that, maybe this, maybe that, because, right, 2 infinity symbols, you're afraid that, you know, spirit isn't going to have your back, but everything is fluid, right? Everything comes back around. So even if you take a, quote, loss right in this immediate moment to make a big shift and to jump more into your purpose or to jump more into alignment with your true self, it will come back around. So this opportunity may seem, quote, smaller, or it may seem like you're going to have to start from scratch all over again, or you're learning all over again. Even starting a new job, even if you take a, you know, a pay raise or you get a higher, you know, title, it can still feel like you're making, you know, you're starting back as a small fish. And that can kind of make you anxious or make you like nervous that you're going to have to prove yourself, right? Because the Strength card can talk sometimes about kind of having to calm that inner rage. But don't coax your fire too much either. Like, don't suppress that urge to kind of jump out and attack things too much, because you're being given an opportunity to show just how strong you are and just how capable you are, and you don't want to pass it up, okay? Spirit's advice for you is the 6 of Cups with the rune Fertility and the 4 of Wands. So I do think if you work with children, or if you're trying to do healing work that involves the, you know, inner city youth, or, you know, healing inner child wounds, or midwifing, or reclaiming, you know, our inner child, or anything like that, I feel like ground is really, 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 really fertile for that kind of energy. Also, some of you may be finally remembering like what you wanted to do when you grew up, and realize that you may not be doing exactly that, but the feeling is the same. Like the reason behind you wanted to do that is the same. Like maybe when you were a kid, you wanted to be a nurse, right? And you wanted to be a nurse because you wanted to heal people. And now you do Reiki, or you've been wanting to do Reiki, and you realize that you are trying to live out your childhood dream. And you're finding a lot of joy in that, and that it's going to bring you a lot closer again to your, quote, tribe and in your inner community. I just feel like there needs to be more of a spiritual foundation for what you spend most of your time doing. And that doesn't mean you need to be doing spiritual work. You could be an accountant, but you help people who, you know, normally can't afford to do it. Like maybe you do some pro bono work on the side, or, you know, 10% of your clients are free and they're funded by this King of Pentacles. They're funded by a grant or something like that. But I feel like it's really, really, really important at this time to celebrate what your inner child wants, and to get back in touch with an innocence, a level of innocence that you're ignoring. Because it's not always business as usual, Libra. It has to be about feeding our spirit, and it has to be about feeding our needs. So be really gentle with yourself this month. And that doesn't mean to ignore the call, if you will, but it means that everything that you feel deserves to be celebrated. So maybe you need a trip back home to your childhood home, or, you know, whether that be mentally or physically, to really remember what you stand for and what you're going towards. Some of you also may be able to save more money if you move in with family, or you allow family to move in with you, or you move back home or something as well. There's something there with that too. Okay. The most likely outcome moving into October, we have the Empress and the 9 of Cups. And on the 9 of Cups, we have disruption. So some of you, if your mother's moving in with you, or you have to move back in with your mother, it may feel like it's kind of like choke holding your dreams and your desires, but I don't think it really is. I think it's going to boost up your money. That's going to let you live a much more soul-centered life down the road, maybe 9 months from now, okay? Or by March, all right? So don't get discouraged if you have to take that kind of help from family or friends. For others of you, you know, you may be feeling like whatever you're being called to birth right now or invest yourself in right now is somehow against your original plan. But I just feel like the plan is being rerouted, because the Nine of Cups does have some level of comfortability to it. You know, it is a wish that's been granted that you've always wanted or whatever, but sometimes we wish too small, and sometimes we wish to just be comfortable, and Spirit wants more from us than that. So instead of thinking like, how am I being disrupted? Think about, how am I being called into my highest power? All right? Let's get you guys an affirmation. Affirmation for Libra for the month of September. Libra. Ba-dum-bum. Ideas come to me easily and effortlessly. What I tell you. I release all resistance to expressing my creativity fully. Yes. Just because you're being asked to be called out of your comfort zone doesn't mean you're not about to be flooded with ideas. Don't let what you thought your financial plan was or the best case of action was limit your potential, Libra. All right? Love you. Peace.